This ride never ends. Squall and Quisty. No problem. Speaking's also hard. I need to add create what am I getting at? A shuttle command. And thus the stream came to a screaming halt. Yeah, because Steve yelled at me, and now I'm scared. Okay, we won. But yes, for everybody in here who's not following Maya, go follow Maya. She's currently streaming Final Fantasy XIV. And I don't know for sure, but I got it on good authority that she's probably streaming Trials of Mana right away here. So if you want to catch that. Steve, you turn off that caps lock right now. As long as your copy comes in. Yeah, there's always that. Stir it. Stir it, yo. Yeah, Quistis, I know. You always wanna try to teach me something. Oh, I'm not in the mood. Hell yeah, Steve, get that platinum. What's your PSN username? Was that a fire marshal bill? What? I was gonna message you a few days ago and ask you, but then I mean, it's just kind of who I am. I have a lot of plans in my life, and then I never really do anything. So that was on the list of things to do. Zell, what do you want? Oh. I like to think that Zell just sat there the whole time, waiting for me to get back to tell me I have a new room. Like, missed the ball, missed everything. It's like, Squall, I've been here for 4.5 hours. But I can't let you down. Your new room is just right across the hall from your old one. Squall, it's our first seed mission. We're going to Timber. Some people even say it's going down. You know what? I had to let the new people in the stream, courtesy of Maya's Raid, to know that you get a lot of musical references here. 80s music, 90s music, you name it. That's what you're gonna see a lot of around here. And the singing isn't good. Unless it's Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Then we rollin'. Then I'm American Idol worthy. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm streaming right now. You were in that state at the beginning of the stream. It's weird. You know what? We gotta calm down a bit. We're gonna challenge this Frenchman to a game of cards. So how are you liking Final Fantasy 14? Do you still do you go to bed thinking about it and then waking up being like, I can't wait to play more? Cause I get that way a lot when I jump back into it after I leave for a few months. It's like, oh man, I have so much to do. Yeah, that's fair. But just getting back into it. Hopefully I can get back into it soon. I mean, it all just comes down to honestly just getting a few more parts for my PC so that it can actually handle that while streaming. And I'll definitely hop back in. Especially if I know a bunch of people that are playing it. Like, that's the main reason I jumped out. Because I had no one playing. Like, I didn't really have friends that played, so it was kind of just like single player. I mean, I have my grand company, but they were all like, oh, we're done everything, so we're just grinding, or we do dailies and we come in and do this stuff. And while I was trying to get through stuff, so I haven't done any raids or anything like that. You have a character somewhere? You usually heal? Yeah, that's the thing. When I played, I just played on console, on the PS3 and the PS4. So I couldn't really do anything that needed a mouse, like mouse precision. I needed something I could click X and click X again, and then run my set. So there was less like, oh, I gotta tank this guy, oh, I gotta heal this guy, I can't click on him in time, oh, he's dead. I also get super nervous playing with other people too. I don't want them to be like, wow, this guy's an idiot. One dungeon I played as a Dragoon, I got all the commendations at the end of it. And there was something so gratifying about that. It's like high school, because I was trying to be the cool dude who rocking around on a skateboard, and then big old scary dude comes in and goes, oh, that's mine. We will be jamming out at the skate park later. Ah, right, the resistance faction, right. The forests of timber sure have changed. And that's when you say, it's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. This time you must reply. But the owls are still around. That always reminds me of like one of my favorite things from, if you guys have watched the movie Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. I mean, I'm sure Noobs and Joe have probably watched it. Maybe Steve. Maya, I wouldn't peg you as a Talladega Nights person, but one of my favorite parts is when he's just like, the field mouse is fast, but the owl sees at night. I say that all the time, and it makes absolutely no sense. But I love it. And that's what that quote right there reminds me of. The forests of timber sure have changed. But the owls see at night. Yeah, let's go. So we're heading to Timber to help out a resistance faction. That's pretty much all we know. Speedrun. He has no magic. We may need to grind a little bit of magic. Wanna play cards? It's a cursed item, but if one with enough power uses it, it should be upgraded. Ah, the old magical lamp, you know? The forests of Timber sure have changed, but the owls are still around. You're not a big Will Ferrell person, but you've seen them all. Yeah, me too. I like some of his movies. There was recently a thing on Twitter going around that was talking about between Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell, who had the best sports-related movies. Is that IKEA's slogan, Steve? Tough one? I don't think it's a tough one. I didn't even think twice about it. Yes, I chose Adam Sandler. Yes. I think, and I share the, some people share the same sentiment as this. Will Ferrell's sport movies are very quotable. Like, they have good quotes in them. Like, Adam Sandler movies are amazing. Like, they're way more than just, I guess they're both quotable, like, obviously. But I mean, Happy Gilmore alone. So the movies that were shown was Will Ferrell was Semi-Pro, Talladega Nights, Kicking and Screaming, and frick, I can't remember the other one. And Adam Sandler's were frick, I can't remember. I'm just blanking. What do we do here? What do we do here? What do we do? What do we do? Do we play safe or do we go ham? Let's go. We win. I think. Yes. Adam Sandler had Happy Gilmore, The Longest Yard, Waterboy, and Uncut Gems. Because of the basketball reference, I don't think that I disagree with that. But Happy Gilmore and Waterboy, just them. Yeah. I mean, oh no, I was gonna say I quote Talladega Nights probably more than Happy Gilmore and Waterboy, but I quote Waterboy a lot. I think Waterboy is smarter in some of the delivery and some of the stuff. But I mean, also watching John C. Reilly run around yelling about the invisible fire's taking my best friend. Don't let the invisible fire take my best friend. That's good. But it's stupid. Okay, so we challenge her. She is the Queen of Cards. She messes a lot of stuff up with rules if we mess around with her. Trade rule difference. Yeah, see? This is scary. We should not lose to her though. We have kind of a stacked team already. But let's see how it goes. Oh, okay, so I just steal all of her cards. Sorry, lady, that's how we do on the schoolyard. Yeah, see, now she tells you. Oh wait, she would have told you before, but I just talked to her square instead of. Are the rules passed on? So the rules you're carrying are passed on as you travel. They spread from the regions. Also, her presence in a region can change the trading rules. Interesting. 3,000 gil? What do you take me for? I only have 9,000. There goes all the moolah. The fabulous moolah, just gone. This part's pretty cool too. The Transcontinental Railroad. Zell is totally somebody I would have got along with when I was in like high school. But as I've gotten older and grouchier, somebody like Zell would piss me off to no extent. Like high school, at me, I'm Zell. Nowadays, at me, I'm Squall. You've got that selfie energy. You know what, Steve? You'd be in the Zell camp. Get the hell out of here. The caps are back. Is what you're saying right now is that you don't have $10 to pay for my content? I can't even say it. You know, a lot of YouTubers say when they're like doing let's plays and walkthroughs of games to never have your commentary let people know how should I put this? Never let your commentary. I'll figure this one out. Pretty much don't talk about recent events. Don't let your viewers know what date you are like say right now I upload this to YouTube. Somebody could be like, oh, he streamed this April 20th because he's referencing that thing that happened on Twitter with that streamer. That's what I'm getting at. I'm an idiot and I can't use words properly, but you get the gist of it. I don't know much about Timber, except it was a club classic about 5 years ago. idiot and can't use words properly could literally be any time of the year. There's not a quote bot in here, but I have a section. That's another thing that I'm planning on doing. So, you know, if you just drop that quote, I'll save it and I'll add it. If you have a quote in mind. I'm going to assume I know what the quote is. No, Steve, we don't lie here, okay? We tell the truth, and nothing but the truth here. Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All Zell. So this is where the game gets a little bit crazy. Yeah, you tell him, Moobot. Hey, Moobot's very smart. See, the thing is I don't have Discord open when I'm streaming, because then my computer's like, too many things running. No, Moobot only interrupts people. That's my favorite thing about Moobot. Yeah, see, this is where it gets a little weird. There's just a high-pitched whistle and we all go night-night. And we go into a world where we listen to bangers. Yo, check out Ward running. He runs like me. Banger alert. If your head isn't moving a little bit right now listening to this, then you know what? You gotta get out of here. Are you talking about the creepy ass, like, laugh? I hope. I'll be laughing about that one for a while. I can't even put my headphones in correctly. Yeah, the sad thing is I definitely was not joking. I mean, obviously, I knew his name wasn't Cause Sleep, but I kind of just, like, read it. I don't know, I'm out of it. Oh, no. For that minute, for that moment there, there was a piece of me that was like, oh, Cause Sleep. Yo, Steve is a clipping master, don't worry about it. Say that was the first time that I've said something, and like 4 people have been like, oh my god, at the same time. Like, let's go. We're reaching new heights tonight, everybody. Heck yeah. I love this part. This, that screenshot right there can sum up this stream. Just a bunch of question marks all over the screen. Damn it, Steve. Did anyone ever tell you have a way with words? See, they're talking about fighting the Timber Army here, so they're like, oh. So is it like, are we gonna meet up with them? Set up and nothing but net. Have a good fun, Gar. Thanks for hanging out, Steve. I appreciate you. Have a good sleep. Have a good day at work tomorrow. We shall talk tomorrow. You can count on it. And you. Oh no, I ruined the line. The line is, oh, you can count. And he goes, yeah, and you can count on me. Meeting you in the parking lot. I don't think a vehicle should do that. You see the tires like bouncing up and down? Look how shaky it is. I guess that's supposed to just be like telling you that Laguna is a horrible driver. Oh, he parks like the people in my city. So we'll get smashed and then we'll charge. He just wants to have a friendly drink. I feel like that's not all he wants. A lot of people who play this game hate Laguna. Just because he's kind of like a... He's like a joke character. I mean, how they portray him when you first get him. But I've always enjoyed him. I think he's a pretty cool character. For like what he's thrown into. And what he's trying to do. I mean, the dude just wants to be loved. No, let's go. Oh, I did the I did what is this? Ever since we're in Timber. Hey, wait. I've never realized that before. So they can sense us as well? We'll be fine after a drink or 3. Interesting. Why have I never realized that before? Laguna's pretty cute. That was actually Zell saying that. At ease, men. Also, for anybody who's played like the original on the PS1, look at this glow up for Ward. Like, Ward is handsome. Look at him. Look at those cheekbones. Smash beers, hell yeah. Here's Julia. I mean, this is kind of lame for me to be like, oh, one of my favorite tracks ever, but this is like for emotional tracks in Final Fantasy history. This and Eyes on Me. I don't know why. They're just so good. I know a lot of people who play this find like Squall and Renoa's romance to be like, I don't think necessarily forced is the correct term, but it kind of comes out of nowhere. I don't know. I think that's kind of why I like it. Not everything needs to be planned, you know? There doesn't need to be 40 hours of setup. Look at Julia jamming out. Play taking care of business. The leg cramp when he's nervous. Have any of you dealt with something like that? You cramp up when you're nervous? I mean, I don't think I've ever had anything like that insane happen. I get like a really dry mouth. And, you know, you get like the butterflies in your stomach. But I've never had like my leg cramp up. Hey, Lucian. How's it going? Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Also, I'm not a fan of how the music just stops playing here. You've been playing through this game also? Oh, heck yeah. I've been playing through them all, actually. So 1 through 6 over the last 60 days. We skipped 7 because, you know, the remake just come out. Yeah, just came out. So we just skipped 8 instead. How are you enjoying it? Is it your first time playing through it? Oh god, play some background music or something. Julia, play Taking Care of Business. Camptown Races, sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Your first time making past the junction system. You played it like 20 years ago before. The junction system is very polarizing to a lot of people. Some people love it, some people hate it. Aw, thanks, Ward. Look at these true friends. They ain't being a bunch of... You know. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say it. Because we're a little family friendly around here. I mean, Julia's a smoke show, though. I mean, Laguna ain't bad himself. Yeah, almost like... I see what you mean, Joe. You don't want to use magic because you get weaker. You do some damage, but you get weaker yourself, so why use it? Yeah, I get it. And it's so easy to break. So where are you at in your playthrough, Lucian? Still fairly early on, or... Oh man, it's really her. And also, I would like for Squall, Zell, and Selfie to shut the hell up like they've never been at a loss of words talking to someone they've liked before. Like, come on, we've all been there. How's your leg? Oh no, she saw me. Have I played this to completion before? Yes, I have. A few times. Happens all the time when he gets nervous, see? Maybe it's his nervous tick. He gets a leg cramp. I get a dry mouth, he can't walk. Oh, it's okay. Now imagine, put yourself in Laguna's shoes right now. You're obviously in love with this woman. It's like she doesn't even know where you are. Or she doesn't even know who you are. She talks to you for the first time and says, would you like to talk somewhere private? I have a room here. Laguna gonna show up in his tidy whities, Joe. This isn't where I parked my car. You're at the part where they just made Squall the commander of their seed base. Oh, nice. So that's the farthest you've been then. So you're kind of blind playing it now? That's good to know. I won't do any spoils or anything. I'm glad to have you here, man. In your room. Oh, I hope it's a fresh pair. Can't help but feel for Squall because they're just dropping everything on him. Oh yeah, I know. Everyone gets mad at Squall because he's so like moody and stuff, but he gets everything just thrown at him. That's kind of like Final Fantasy X. Everyone hates Titus because he's a whiny baby, but it's like, come on, put your shoes, or put yourself in his shoes. You would be a little bit of a whiny baby as well. Everybody's staring at him. Oh, what a bunch of goons. No, we'll talk. Let's go. Let me just change my undies. Mom always said every time you leave the house you gotta put clean undies on, because you don't want to meet God in a dirty pair of undies if something were to happen. Then I'll go ahead and wait for you. Okay. We still have enough respect for Titus to not call him Titus, though. You know, I'll probably call him Titus when I play the game. Just because that's how it is. But Titus makes sense. I call him Titus forever. Titus makes no sense to me, but whatever. You don't think Squall is that whiny? Hey, that's good. I feel like a lot of his thoughts to himself are relatable. Yeah, I guess. I see what you mean. Just the way he goes about some stuff, like, I get it. It kind of explains it more later why he is the way he is. But like early on when he's talking to Quistis and she's trying to open up to him and be like, I don't want to be an instructor anymore. And she's like, talks about talking to somebody. And she's like, oh, if you want to talk, then talk to a wall. It's like, okay, you didn't really have to say that. That was a little ruthless. Like, talk to a wall. They made him kind of similar to Cloud. Well, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, all Final Fantasy protagonists are, they kind of... they're in relation. Not... there we go with the words again. Words are hard. But I mean, Lightning is the same way. Oh yeah, that was some rude stuff to say. Yeah, exactly. He goes about stuff kind of not the right way, so I could see why people would turn on him. But it does all eventually come together. Kind of makes sense. Give me Julia's room. I got my best pair of undies on. Mr. Laguna Lore. I always called him Laguna Lore. It might not be how you pronounce his last name. It might be like Lore. I'm not sure though. I like Lore more than Lore though, so we're gonna stick with Lore. You need to go warm you up some late night pizza. Oh hell yes, Joe. I'm jealous. I'm doing this new thing with like working out and stuff where it's almost called like intermittent fasting. Not really though, but kind of. So like I'm only eating from like lunchtime to like 8 o'clock, and then I don't eat all the way until that next thing. Just kind of trying something else out to try to get into better shape. The only thing you find confusing is to where I find the parts to upgrade weapons. Okay. I'll help you out a little bit, Lucian. A lot of the parts you get just enemy drops, but another big thing is the card mod that you get. So you get a card mod. Who has it? I don't remember what GF has it, but you can then, once you get it, you can mod cards into items, and a lot of cards give you the items you need to upgrade weapons. You might not learn much watching this stream, but I hope I helped you out a little bit there. Go talk to her, you buffoon. No, let's talk. I'm trying. The level system is backwards too. You're actually better keeping your characters. Yeah, because enemies level with you in this game, but certain bosses don't. So it's kind of weird. He's kind of starstruck, but also love-struck as well. I just like Laguna. I think he has a very tragic story. I just like him. You have beautiful eyes. He does have beautiful eyes. I mean, I noticed that in the HD remake. Like, they're very green. Mako eyes. Don't worry, I'm not gonna pluck them out and eat them. I just want to talk, gazing into those eyes. Okay, Julia. Why would you say something like that? Now I'm freaked out. Would you like a drink? Wine, perhaps? Look at those eyebrows. Her eyebrows are flawless as well. Enjoy your fridge pizza, Joe. Treat yourself. I don't like fighting too much, but you get to travel, you know? See new places and stuff. Yeah. He's got his friends with him, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's kind of Laguna's, like, his lore. He wants to quit the army and become a journalist. And just talk about the things that he's seen on his travels. Like, that's super cool. He'd have a lot to talk about. My man Laguna does not shut the hell up, though. It'll be interesting to see a remake of this game. Oh boy. I might not see it in my lifetime. I don't know if they will. It honestly just depends how... I don't know. I could talk about this for hours. I'm just not sure if it'll happen. I don't think there'll be another remake of a Final Fantasy game. I find that Final Fantasy VIII is the most polarizing of the series. Like, there are people that say this is their favorite game, and there are people who say this is their least favorite Final Fantasy, which blows my mind. Like, you can't play all the Final Fantasies and say this is the worst one you've played. Like, 3 exists. You can't say you hate 8 more than 3. You can't. Get out of here. Is your favorite because it was your first, so you're a little biased? No, that's perfectly fine. I think Final Fantasy IX is one of my favorites, or is my favorite because of how I played it first. And it just always stuck with me. Yeah, I love 9. Thank you for the follow, Lucian. I appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome. You really have the Golden Girls follow theme? Oh, hell yes. You know, I switch it up every now and then. I try to get things that'll get people laughing, you know? That's what I like. I like my stream to be filled with laughter. So as long as some people see these alerts and they laugh, that's good enough for me. Yo, Joe, with another gift sub. Thank you. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. We gotta keep the good guys around. Hell yes. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. I gotta move that over a bit though, because it was getting cut off. But hey, at least a really good theme is playing right now. You'll just have to get over it. What is going on? God, why is that not working? Lucian, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Alex. Thank you, thank you. Holy moly, thank you. I appreciate it, dude. You're all good people. We're all just sleeping, no big deal. The gift subs today. Wow, wow, thank you. It's a record. Wait, that's not a record. I think 5's a record. I think. But it is the first pay it forward. Let's go. Thank you again, Lucian and Joe. Maybe I'll fix my stupid alerts so they don't cut off half the name. They should be good now. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, like, why is that doing that? Okay, we're good now. You see, it also gets kind of weird here where they're all like, wow, we just all had the same dream. So Squall is like, he's Laguna, Zell is Ward, and Selfie is Heroes. So that's kind of how you can work with the GFs. You can kind of tell who's who. Did I play through the FF7 remake? Yes, I did. I cranked that out as fast as I could because I didn't want to get spoiled. You're also... I'm gonna drop this here for anybody who wants to join the Discord. You got that option. Just to play chat when we're not streaming. There's really no direction in there. It's just a free-for-all. Yeah, I really enjoyed the FF7 remake. What about you, Lucian? FFA. The field mouse is fast, but the owl sees at night. You enjoyed it a lot, probably one of your favorite experiences in recent years. I agree completely. The last time I enjoyed a game that much, where I thought about it all the time until I beat it, was the God of War for PS4. And before that it was The Witcher 3. And I mean, I'm probably missing something in there. I'll think about it later and be like, oh, I'm an idiot. But Those are the first games that come to mind. That I was just like enamored with the game, like everything about it. I thought about it constantly. But I mean, RPGs and JRPGs are like my favorite type of game. So obviously Final Fantasy VII was big for me. The Witcher 3 was my first Witcher game, my first experience with that whole series, and I loved it. I still haven't beaten that damn game. It's just so massive, but I loved it a lot. Yo, hey Oats. Welcome, welcome. Did I win my Ifrit card back yet? You betcha. You betcha. You typically play mostly fighting games. Oh, cool. What are your favorite fighting games? Yes, noobs, that is the date today. Everything changed when the Cost Sleep Nation attacked. Man, you guys have been crazy tonight. This has been a good one. I'm glad I hopped on tonight. So this is Zone and Watts. They're like the Tekken, Guilty Gear, and Killer Instinct, but you play a little bit of everything. Are you a big Tekken guy? I have a good buddy who's a mod in this stream, and he's a big Tekken guy too. You guys would probably get along. Tekken's your primary game. That's his primary game as well. Dragon Ball Z stuff, I was like when Z Fighters came out, I was like, this is gonna be cool. I just never jumped. Yes, the Zone and Watts are obviously part of the resistance around here, so that's kind of their point in the game so far. Or not gophers. The last fighting game you remotely even thought about buying was Jump Force and you didn't get it. That's probably a good thing you didn't. Because from what I heard, Jump Force was very, very bad. I think I want to play cards here. The last one you bought was Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Joe, do you have Life Alert? Remember people dumping on Jump Force for weeks? Yeah, I heard it wasn't that good. Like, really not good. Is he even 6 and a 4? No, we're good. So the rule that's going on in this game right now is fame. So if you look, you see how the right is 6 and the up is 4. So if the beetle here had a 4 here and the Tarama had a 6 here, they're the same. So those would all flip for us. So this is where Triple Triad gets a little confusing. The A is the ace, yes. Nothing beats the ace. We'll just put a free tier and we're good. But that's what I'm getting at, is when you start adding these same, plus, and minus, and then you can start taking aces because you can minus 2 cards to get them and stuff like that. You didn't finish FF9 because of the damn card game? You were addicted to it? That card game is hell. That's the one thing about that game that I wish they would have just done triple triad. The open rule has spread. Okay, that's good. You played it to win the tournament in Trino and got on with your life? You and a lot of others, Joe. I wish they would have just made triple triad.